Right, what happened last time? You guys had gone to the prison on Red Rock. You went there to free Ep33, the demigod. I'm just working on it, right? The demigod figure which used to keep Avia aloft in the sky. You broke her out with a bunch of prisoners that Ravaxor the Red was holding there. In fact, have we even played since I got this tattoo?
No.
No, but it is a sick
That's very cool.
There's Ravaxor.
There he is. Rawr.
He's bugly.
Rawr. It's not actually finished yet, but there he is.
Yeah, no, she's getting the elbow done.
No, she stopped. Yeah, she stopped, but I'm getting it done in 10 days' time.
Do you owe us some items that you haven't done?
Like what?
I don't know. I've written down popping, glitter bomb, self-catapult, mini wand, delusions of grandeur, descendants how scary. What were they from?
Say it again, sorry.
Popping, glitter bomb, self-catapult, mini wand, which is delusions of grandeur.
Didn't we go to a magic shop and they let us pick shit out of a bag and we got random shit? It was random presents in a magic shop.
Then I've not created those, yes. So
But I don't know if it's serious because I didn't write that. I just wrote popping, glitter bomb, self-catapult, mini wand, delusions of grandeur, determines how scary. So I don't know if all three of those are mine or what.
Well, I'll give my self some homework.
I went picking seeds.
Oh yeah.
I'll give myself some homework and I'll listen to the recording of the last game and update those on D&D Beyond. As you escaped with Airdrie, Ravaxor chased you guys down back to Avia. I forgot to mention you actually nicked a Nekia shard from his domain, which you teleported to Gorgondir in the Forces Forest. Ravaxor split the island of Avia effectively in two by cracking through a Nekia shard which was underneath it.
Gold before though.
Bet he did get turned into gold, yes.
I was after that.
It was like during the the heist, the breakout, and then Avia crashed to the ground. So you guys were kind of reunited with. Ravaxor fucked off. You guys were reunited with a few people, your homies, back in Astera because it landed pretty damn close, and you made some plans. You were joined by a kind of escapee, I guess we would call her, in the form of Explodey, this little kobold. And then from there, you guys basically decided we're going to go to High Nobilis, because in High Nobilis, Derafina, one of the prisoners that you broke out, was telling you, we have clerics, we can reverse this petrification of Betty. So, last time we left off, what we were doing was basically saying, let's get on the ship and go over the water to High Nobilis, because you'd concluded that the skies weren't safe anymore.
Yes.
Brilliant.
One question.
Go on.
I've got a seed that's alive. The fuck is that?
You do, yeah. So when you went back to the Ecological and Botanical Research Centre, where your former love, Trees by the River... Sorry. Let's use like a pseudonym. Twigs by the Stream. Where Twigs by the Stream used to be. You'd planted a kind of tree there previously and crafted it to grow with Druidcraft. And then after that, a while later, you'd noticed these kind of like small mushrooms and spores start to like kind of grow out of its root system. And then the second time you came back after being away for a while, you realised that it was developing into sort of like a large seed type thing in and amongst the mushrooms, and when you took it and give it some examination, it had signs of life inside it. So there was like a very, very faint heartbeat and things that you could detect inside it. Did you take it with you, or did you leave it at the... Yeah, you've taken it with you. Okay.
Stick it where I used to stick Clarice.
Yes.
Clarice up the keist. Okay, cool. So, anyone got anything specific you want to do before we basically get on the seas again? No specific jobs?
I don't think so, because we were going to High Nobilis, weren't we, to try and free Betty and save whatever that angel bish is.
Yeah. So she
Fucking shit yourself. I thought you smashed the glass.
I thought you smashed it. What a catch. So yeah, let's get on the water.
And we put the bird lady back in her cage.
Yeah, you did.
Again.
You put Audrey back in her cage, and she kind of went into like a weird meditative state in back in Avia. And Jin was the kind of one that went and did that, and I believe you put a few offerings kind of thing at an altar, and also a handwritten letter to her as well. Yeah. And so, as Jin was sort of like the last thing that he recalls from that, there was a strange kind of like aura and wind starting to pick up in the temple itself, and it was bringing lots of kind of like materials and power, it seems, to Audrey herself. So let's get on the sea as we depart.
Woo!
That's so dark on that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
As
If
we,
you ever thought we see electrics, we could have that big one on.
yeah, we could, couldn't we? Yeah, that's a shame. Let's say we set off. What have I done there? Chat settings. Let's say we set off and it's nighttime for some reason. We decide to set off at nighttime. So we set off on the sea. So specifically, if I go to the map actually, so we don't really even need us sat there. Is there a zoomed in map? Oh yeah, look at that. So we kind of are in Astera, right in the middle there. And if we look across westward, there's a small expanse there. I believe that is the Peruvian Sea? Yeah, so we're going to cross that towards High Nobilis, and there's a little port town called Port Orig, which is just there, that small town. So you guys have actually been to that one before, way in the first campaign before we did any kind of streaming or something, but that's the first ever place you landed in this world when you did that teleportation from
it was so cool.
Pangella. Yeah, you were pretty close. In fairness, most of the campaign was from getting from there to Astera. So that's the sea that we're crossing. I'm going to need... What?
Is Boomer still with us?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's still there, yeah. Hi guys, let's rock this...
Well, let's
I don't know, I'm just coming up with rock puns. Anyway.
I don't want... Let's go.
Weather looks a bit changeable. And as he says that, I need everybody to please roll me a survival check.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit. What's that?
I would, but I can't fucking see.
Light up your life.
Can I check that? Jezza with me.
Jezza? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't expect him to be called anything other than Jeremy.
I've got Jeremy back.
Yeah, he was the fucking library guy. Not library guy.
No.
Last guy.
Yeah, the guy that I said there was the guy in the first episode.
Yeah. You were bang on.
Kev, this is smart.
I got 12.
Okay. Well done, Mix. Thank you. Explodey, what'd you get?
I have a -1 in survival. I got 15.
15. Okay, slightly better. Jin?
Bot 8.
Sick. The best result.
When I
Should
do
be
8,
20,
not
really.
20.
Should really, yeah.
I know, yeah. I got a 22.
It's not an 8 though, is it? Okay, so as you guys set off on the sea, and you are a couple of hours into the journey, the sea's not been too bad. The crew are lively and actually excited to be on water again rather than flying. If you can get kind of like airsick, most of you guys don't notice much, but Jin, because he rolled an 8. As you look back, Jin, you're looking towards
This is going down.
where Astera was, and if you remember, I think this bit, it was about
It was on that.
We killed both of
there.
us.
It was like there-ish, right? So that was where Avia kind of landed. You're looking back to where you've come from. You kind of stood at the back of the ship. You can see Astera because remember it's got a small kind of mountain within the city, and there's the astral deck, that kind of ship that's like crashed onto the top of it. So it is a point that you can see as you look across the horizon, and you're looking over towards Avia as well, as it is now a lump as well of rock kind of sitting out above, so it's in your eye line. And there's a few things that you feel, not necessarily, I guess, see, but definitely feel. So you feel a sudden shift in energy, and also the temperature drops ever so slightly, and the wind picks up a little bit. On the sea itself, you see that, you know, the wind is kind of whipping across the surface of the sea, and it's making it a little bit misty here and there. And then there is something that you see quite distinctly. Above Avia, into the sky above, you've got a regular sky. We're kind of getting dusk at this stage, so it's kind of like, you know, semi-dark for most of the sky. Towards Red Rock, it's scarlet red. But above Avia, there's a little indication of swirling clouds, and they start to grow very slightly. So as you are moving away from Avia, and indeed the mainland, you're looking backwards and you're seeing this kind of growing presence connected, you believe, to Avia.
Like like storm clouds or like
storm clouds specifically. Yeah. What's he doing?
Kicking the shit out of the blanket.
A little wetty. So yeah, a bit of choppy waters, you know, nothing to worry any of the crew or anything like that. But you feel something tie you, I guess, to Avia. And how would you roll me a perception check, actually?
What could do that on this one?
I tell you what, sorry, an insight check.
11.
Well, it's on the right end of the scale, so I'll tell you that on the right end of the scale, it's a positive feeling that you get.
Oh, I'm getting a positive feeling from the clouds over.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. What are the rest of you guys doing on this trip? You've been told it's only going to take approximately 1 day, so there'll be some nighttime on the boat, there'll be some daytime on the boat. Anyone want to... Have you changed your settings on your laptop to like
Screen saving
something or other? It just never seems to have done it before, but it keeps kicking off at me today.
Go on to display settings.
I can't see it from here. I'll just deal with it for tonight, it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'll just keep clicking randomly. Okay, so what is everybody doing during this travel? Anyone got any specific things to do?
I would like to spend some time with my seed.
It's a normal sentence. Doing anything specific with your seed? Do you need private space?
I would like to try and determine if it is plant or life, or a bit of both.
Very interesting.
Plant is life.
Have you got a specific spell or ability you aim to use here?
Well, I can just talk to plants and they can understand me, and I can talk to animals and they can understand me, and I can talk to people and they sometimes understand me.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I am going to use plant growth over 8 hours.
Okay.
It normally enriches the land and all plants in half a mile radius centered on a point within range and become enriched for 1 year. The plant yields twice the normal amount of food when harvested, but I'm hoping to try and concentrate all that magic sort of into the seed instead of, you know, spreading it across land.
Okay, cool. So during the trip, you have a full day cycle. When would you like to do that?
I'd like to do this of a night time on the light of Saluna.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and then I'll just like do it over 8 hours and then have a lie-in in the morning.
Okay, cool. In that case, I'll switch the mood to this.
Whoa.
I don't know if anyone else wants to do something during the day before you do the night.
Well, the night, you set off early evening, which means the nighttime comes first. Yeah. So, during the nighttime, Tavis kind of keeps himself to himself and disappears a little bit. When you cast this spell, the very outside of this kind of structure shimmers a little bit, and you can see there's kind of like a moss, like a lichen that sort of like grows a little bit on the outside of it, but the size of the actual thing doesn't change. What's curious about it, I'd like you at this point to roll a religion check for me, please.
Oh shit, a religion. Okay.
You gotta be shit at summer. Rolls like
Please be shit at
32s
summer,
on
yeah.
everything.
It's only because my survival and perception are +8. That's the only things I'm good at.
You know what I've got +8 for? Nothing.
Yeah, same.
I'm just kidding, I have got +8 for investigation.
14.
Okay. So initially you're frustrated, and
6 for Arcana.
you feel like, I don't know, it kind of felt like a wasted spell or something, and you're thinking, okay, well, I'll just go, and I like the night time, and I'll go and
Can I go and sit on the front of the boat?
yeah, of course.
And just have my little seed next to me, and I have my feet dangling over the edge.
So when you go
At the moon.
up to the upper deck, and there's glimpses of moonlight coming through the clouds. It's quite overcast, but there's glimpses of moonlight coming through, and the thing that's inside this shape glows a little bit. It's like sparkly light blue, and the light comes through
to my face.
Is that how big it is?
Yeah. It's about the size at the moment of like an ostrich egg.
Whoa, I thought you had like a little apple pip seed just next
No, that's
to you.
why I put it in Clarice's.
Okay.
Like satchel thing, yeah.
Right.
And so it shines and glows a little bit, illuminates the area. I'll tell you what it might be. Ash, can you turn the plug on over there?
I got it.
For the extension, all the way around the corner, the one on the left. There you go.
That's probably why it's been factory safe.
The stream's been shit, but we've been like that.
Imagine if we did the whole stream like that, though.
I know.
That laptop's performance is shit unless it's plugged in.
Wow, now we know. Well, in fact, it was plugged in, but it wasn't turned on.
Hold on,
That's
I'm just
fine.
holding my seed.
No.
You get this.
Light ourselves up like.
Yeah, you get this light and warm, fuzzy feeling from this seed. I'd like you now to please roll me an insight check.
Insight. That's a 14.
Okay, this feeling is different. You feel okay?
No. It's speaking it.
This feeling is different because it's a feeling that you've not felt under moonlight for a while.
Under the moonlight.
He looks like a pumpkin.
You look like you're getting hit by that streak of lightning there, Ash.
Andy looks like a pumpkin.
So, has anyone got any other things to do at night time before we change the light again?
Generic, what I would like to do.
Thanks for that.
It doesn't work, does it?
Is
Why
it
are we
okay?
fucking children? What do you expect to happen, you fucking whole headlights?
How did it come out of my nose?
Well, like when you
Like a cartoon.
the thing got you.
Go on.
Wait a minute!
Catism.
Go on.
That used to eat pens and sport rubbers.
Wait, sorry, I need the proper light on for this. We need to see. Go on.
Did you ever put one of your headphones playing music really loud?
Oh, your nose!
Yeah. And then you open your mouth and the sounded quite loud.
Yeah. Plus my nostrils are really big, so they really hold the noise.
Well, I never did that. In fact,
It worked really well.
we used to play like music from a phone, but through a traffic cone in school because we had traffic cones in school.
We used to do it in the bedrooms to make it louder.
Whatever you do in the bedroom.
I've got a traffic cone in your room.
Wow, you've never had a traffic cone in your bedroom?
Yeah, I had a traffic cone in my uni bedroom.
That's more normal than eating pens.
They
You know, slightly different flavoured ones.
Yeah, the brown ones taste proper brown.
Brown M&M's taste like brown.
Don't, that's not a thing.
What is brown? What is the
They
flavour
just
of
taste
brown?
like
I don't know, it's just what they take. Well, yeah, that.
That's
But like, none of the other M&M's taste like that. Only the brown one
Have
tastes
you
like
ever
that.
tasted a turd?
No.
Right, that's it. Next week.
It's stuck in the window.
Yeah, let's get some M&M's and I'm going to blind taste test you to
I
see
will
if
be
you can
able
tell
to
me
tell
which
you
one the brown one is.
I will guarantee you.
Yeah, fucking bullshit.
I'm going to put it in my calendar now to get M&M's on Monday.
Oh no.
And you can't just do it once, you have to do it like 3 or 4
It
times.
tastes like brown.
That's not a thing.
It's not a flavour. Right.
Blue's the flavour.
Anyway, so did anyone have anything to actually do at the night time? Specifically at the night time?
Just kind of throughout the trip, I want to get to know Jeremy more.
Oh,
Ask him about like his life and stuff. Now that I know he's dry stomach cancer and stuff, I want to ask him about his life and his likes, dislikes, hobbies.
About walks in the park.
Yeah, I want to ask him about like his past and stuff. Like I don't want to put pressure on him to tell me about my past because I know he doesn't want to. But I want to ask him about like his life.
okay. So the vibe you get from him is that as Jeremy, so in his mouse rat shape form, he doesn't really like to speak. He'd rather communicate with you through dreams, because that's where he feels safest. So, in terms of like, him doing an autobiographical info dump on you, he'll bring it to you.
Okay, that's fine.
He's quite, he equivocates quite a lot when you ask him questions about his own life, and he'll kind of just go into pretending to be a mouse mode again and sort of like bring you little trinkets and
Just
things.
leave it on the table. we'll top ourselves up.
Just at the table all day.
Thank you.
I thought you were going to do like tasting notes and stuff.
yeah.
I was going to pour it, but I've not finished
It's
it.
got hints of brown.
Tastes red.
Anyone else got anything to do on the sea trip?
On the whole trip, or just tonight? Oh, it's a one-night trip, isn't it?
It's currently night. Anything to do?
No, I'm just going to spoon.
Night mode.
So I just felt the presence of what I usually feel when I was back home with the moon.
Yeah.
Exploding on Kenobi's just happy to not be in a prison, so she's just chilling.
Furiously masturbating.
Yeah.
That's what she's doing.
And
With
as
some balls.
dawn comes round, it's now daytime.
I'm not going to kip in.
Grace is like,
You're lying.
She's confused.
No, she's not. She's hungover.
Yeah.
She's full.
She's been drinking a fuckload of rum all night.
What have we done to this chicken? It's like a 4-foot chicken.
You kicked her out of the house
At
for
a
a seed.
conference, I spoke to some people from Quebec and they had maple syrup rum and it was so fucking good.
Oh my!
We need to
what?
get
That's
some
a
of that.
thing.
Yeah, it was.
I have just signed up for those things where you pay like £40 a month and you get a rum every month.
Oh, right, yeah.
And you won't buy a Radar Festival ticket?
No, because I'm going to ask someone with the rum.
Oh, that's, yeah, okay.
It's £20 a month.
Radar's like 60 quid.
Yeah,
Pure
It'd be
entertainment.
hilarious.
will be good. Yeah.
We will be hammered.
Yeah.
Last year was
children.
brilliant.
It was very
It
yeah.
was brilliant.
Yeah, they don't have to come.
Yeah, but when are you going?
Give them the rum.
This
You're
month?
staying
Next
over
month?
the weekend,
No,
aren't you?
it's one
No,
day.
it's one day.
He's driving.
What day is it?
It's a Saturday, the 27th of July.
Well,
And I'm
Tessa
driving.
Rack's a headlining.
I can't come anywhere
I'm driving.
You
Oh.
can.
because I'm working.
Well, call in sick.
Yeah.
Andy's shift is after stag do.
Yeah.
Have you? Since when?
So now I'm third wheeling.
Oh, maybe.
Third wheeling with us too.
I was going to say, yeah. It's alright. Luckily, it's an event where I will have friends that aren't you
27th
two.
of July.
Yeah.
I'm actually working the 28th.
But you could just come
Yeah,
down.
Well,
But I could book the 28th off if no one's booked it off. Are you selling your ticket, are you?
I don't have one.
They've not sold out.
They won't be sold out.
I will see what I can do.
yes.
We will be drunk.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be drunk as well. Fuck that.
It was
Yeah.
great. They were doing like steins of like porn-star martinis and
Yeah,
stuff.
brilliant.
That's really
And I get paid the Friday before it. So.
Yeah.
Nice.
So do I?
Oh yeah.
No, I get paid on the 23rd.
I got paid on 28th. Is that when we go?
No.
When do we
The 28th is the day after we go.
go? Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
That's a Sunday. You get paid on Sunday.
Oh, I'll get paid on.
Yeah, you get paid on the Friday. Yeah.
Nice.
Come on. Same here actually. You get paid on the 28th. Twins. Right.
Means outraged every month that I get paid on the 23rd.
He gets paid
It
for
feel-
it.
What is he American?
I don't know.
No, he works in gay saunas.
Okay, so yeah. He
It's all
gets
cash in
tips.
hand, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's all he
Cash
gets
in one hand, cock in the other.
That's just his Uber payments.
Is that his boyfriend's name? Uber. Right. Anyway,
Sloppy toppy tippy tappies.
the morning has broken. I'd like everybody, please, to roll a perception check. What brings us this new day?
Has everything happened to be seed? Was it just still glowing?
It's still chilling. It's not glowing when the
Did
moonlight.
Jeremy not come to me in my dream?
No.
Well, he literally said he wanted to talk to me in my dream and then didn't.
Yeah, he'll come to you when he's ready. I said.
I could have disadvantage on
When Dean's written it.
yeah.
I'm missing fucking items. Jeremy's I'm asleep.
Whoa, come on! I've only had almost 2 months to prep for this game.
I want my self-catapult and my wand that gives me delusions of grandeur.
You'll get it.
I think it gives other people delusions
I
of
think
grandeur.
so, yeah,
And depending
yeah.
on how high I roll, depending on how scary it is.
Yeah.
Is it direct sunlight?
Yes, it is now.
Oh, I've got disadvantage on. Oh, I rolled in that 20 as well. Okay.
No.
Someone please
By the way,
rescue
when Ash did that, has anyone heard the song Simon Says? Brr, 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 brr.
Oh yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you hear the beginning of that? It's Godzilla.
Is it actually?
Is it?
That's the Godzilla theme tune.
what's it
Godzilla
sampled
turns
it?
up and he's like, that's Simon Says at the beginning of that.
Wow, I didn't know
Never
that.
knew that because
Yeah.
I found it out when I was watching Godzilla -1 the other day.
That's
I
why.
watched that the other day.
Shit in it.
I really liked it actually. Well, I liked it that it's actually a Godzilla film that's got a shitload of Godzilla in it. Because like
Usually
a
it's
lot
like
of
a
monster
film
films,
featuring Godzilla.
yeah, a lot of monster films. It's like, oh, the monster's definitely here somewhere, and it's like something will shake in the background, and be like, oh no, and then like an hour later it'll be like, we've got to find this monster, and like it'll save it till one last scene, and like the reveal is the thing that is interesting about the film, but I don't find it interesting. I'm just, like Alien did it best,
Yeah.
and it's done. And nothing will beat Alien at that. Where
Prometheus is pretty. No, not Prometheus.
Oh shit.
What? No, not Prometheus.
What? No.
What's the handheld camera one? Was that Prometheus?
Cloverfield. I thought that was shit as well.
It's okay.
Cloverfield is
Alright.
awful.
But like, I hate films that like Paranormal Activity. Don't like it.
Nah.
That saves all of the like.
Yeah.
What about Blair Witch?
Do you know what I mean?
I don't mind
Which is amazing.
Paranormal Activity.
It's okay.
Do you know what I love about Godzilla? The fact that throughout
He's
the
a
years
lizard.
he's got a chunkier ass every single time.
Oh, he's got a chunky ass.
Oh,
He's got
yeah.
a chunky ass
Oh,
in
yeah,
minus
it's good.
one.
Godzilla's a girl, yeah.
He's got a chunkier ass every time.
Is Godzilla a girl?
I think Godzilla's
Yeah, I
good.
think so.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know if that's canon though, but like in the 2004 movie, yes. You know the one that's got like the
Godzilla
Jamiroquai.
Kong, it says he's coming.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it's
sure
just
they said
sexism,
that
isn't
it was like, you know, hermaphrodite or something like that.
she
Again, a
like
bit
a
more
baby
complicated,
mother?
isn't it?
Oh yeah. Well, these days you don't know what gender you are. All right.
Doesn't even class himself.
neutral toilets. What is this? That used to be
Nailed it.
No reason you're listening.
They won't be there after the election. They won't
Godzilla
move away.
1998 gender.
That's it. 1998, not 2004.
Hang on.
It's a male.
Monster is referred to as a male
But she gave birth
and
at
is
one
depicted
point.
like
Godzilla gives birth.
through parthenogenesis.
Yeah,
Wow.
so it's a girl.
What's parthenogenesis?
It's like asexual reproduction.
Yeah,
You
Where you
reproduce with
pregnate
yourself.
yourself?
Yeah.
Like jellyfish and all sorts do it.
Yes, there was a 1967 Son of Godzilla film where Godzilla gave birth.
On camera.
Well, maybe he gave birth to his team. Wait, if he laid an egg?
I still can't be a boy.
No,
Come on,
how did
Liz.
it give birth when it laid an egg?
What do you mean?
Well, you have an
Of its
egg or you give
cloaca.
birth, don't you? One of the other.
Laying an egg still
Not
giving
all
birth.
reptiles lay eggs.
Isn't Godzilla like
Do
eggs?
not? What reptiles don't?
Some snakes give live births.
It's not a snake though, it's a lizard.
No, but like some reptiles do have live
Doesn't
births.
Godzilla lay eggs?
I don't know.
I love how
Either way.
In the
discussing if
1998
Godzilla
one,
is
yeah.
real.
I know, yeah. So anyway, where I was going with this is...
Godzilla, what are you doing? I've got stuck under a fridge again.
This also says that Godzilla is part amphibian and part reptile.
What? How does that work?
He also
Well, it's
breathes
not real
nuclear
deep.
No, he can breathe underwater.
Yeah. Good point.
Godzilla can breathe underwater.
Oh,
Well,
that's
there are
fair.
reptiles that swim underwater for a really long time.
Iguanas.
Iguanas.
Anyway, where I was going with this was that I didn't even ask what you got for your perception check, but it doesn't matter because you can't miss it. A massive lizard starts to come out of the sea.
And then stand up for him and go, oh, Godzilla.
And it goes, oh, wrong universe, sorry, and crawls back into the sea. Now, what did you actually get for your perception checks?
Yeah, I don't even know.
I got a 7.
You got
Okay.
Dirt 20.
Oof, nice.
19.
12.
Okay, so Explodey and Binks and also Boomer's first roll of the night. Here we go. Oh, actually, never mind. So just Explodey and Binks, you guys are, I don't know, just a bit sleepy first thing in the morning. You know, like the sea air really knocked you out last night, and you're feeling a bit groggy even this morning. Jin, Tavis, and Boomer are all kind of having a little powwow on the deck, you know, thinking about what to have for breakfast. Boomer's like, yeah, I wonder if you can get bacon at sea. You know, like little sea piggies?
I think you can get, like, fish bacon.
Bacon.
No,
Bacon.
that's not a thing.
You're not there.
We're having a powwow.
You having a powwow?
Yeah.
We're napping.
Sorry, you're at the other side of the deck, Binks.
I don't think you should call Binks a dick. It's not. I don't think that's very nice.
You don't understand. She's nasty.
Hey, you don't get to say that about her.
I'm sorry. Anyway, what's that over there in the water?
No one knows, is the conclusion.
Boomer says, "Is that giant lizard got a massive penis?"
His penis would
I
be
think
inside.
Nice.
I think it has asexual reproduction system right there. What do you think, Seed?
You're not tricking me into getting this seed to speak to. Anyway, so Boomer says, "What's that over there in the water?" But in an Australian accent, and you guys turn and look, and there's a ship in the water, except for it's not a normal ship.
Godzilla!
Fucking hell. It's got some holes in it. It's a bit broken. Like one of the sails is kind of like halfway off the side of the ship, and the other ones have got like tattered and stuff like that. It's about 300 or so feet away from you guys. You could do whatever you want to do. It's just kind of off to the
Has anyone seen
port side.
that ship over there?
Is there anyone on it?
I think that looks like a side quest to me.
Roll a perception. No, sorry,
The last time I
investigation
seen
check.
Love that.
A ship like
Investigation's
that.
a lot better.
It was destroyed by a giant lizard.
Wow, you sure down, didn't you?
25.
What gender was it?
I think it was, I don't know, didn't have penis.
Did you say 25 for investigation?
Jesus.
Wow. Okay,
Christ.
cool.
It's like
So-
one thing I'm good at.
You investigate it very well from afar. What was your question? Was it?
There's the people on it.
Is the people on it? There's a few shapes walking around on the deck.
Sorry, shapes for a 25.
Humanoid figures
Thank you.
walking around on the deck. One of them's a bit taller, and the other ones comparably look about the same height as Explodey. So about 3.5 feet tall, 4 feet.
So about the same size as me.
Yeah, who is small?
Yeah, I thought you were a little bit smaller as
Oh, I'm a
I
bit smaller.
know. And also with the 25, because it's an incredibly good roll, There's a lot of murmuring in the water around this ship as well.
What does murmuring in the water sound like?
That means noises in the water.
Yeah, there's a lot of blub 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 going on in the water, and sometimes one of those smaller figures on the deck will pop its head out of the water, look left and right, and pop back into the water.
So it's like half sunk.
Kind of.
What can you see, Binks?
There's some human-like people, and then there's also some small people, but not as small as me. And then there's some murmurings in the water. And then there's some people in and out of the water going bubble.
What do you think we should do?
I don't know. Do they look in danger? Does anyone look stressed out, or...?
There's a little bit of smoke kind of rising from, one or two places on the deck. But nobody looks hurried in any of their actions. They're kind of like moving around the deck. They're obviously doing stuff. But nobody looks...
Do they look like they're looking at us? Like...
Should I try and get their attention?
With Binks's 25... I'll say that there's a particular glint that keeps kind of like shining, and this is probably the glint of a looking glass in your direction.
Hey, there's a looking glass over there. Should we wave?
Oh, very good.
Haven't you got one of those, Binks?
I think I have one of those.
I think it was Betty that had one.
I think the
Because it was a
ship has one,
kaleidoscope.
though, right?
Mine's a kaleidoscope.
Oh, the ship would have one.
I
Yeah.
thought the ship had like a... Yeah, I want to look back at them.
Okay, cool. So,
Have I found my captain's hat?
yeah, you never,
always wearing
never
a
left
captain's
it.
hat.
Yeah.
Not all the time. I've got antlers.
So what you see through the looking glass is quite a dishevelled ship. It's kind of odd actually because
See Alice then.
the wood it looks like quite rotten actually, quite degraded, covered in barnacles, and the people that you see on the ship, they are fish. So they are small fish people. They've got kind of like semi-long appendages, not full limbs, but like not fins. They're kind of like half and half, and they're kind of flapping about the deck and stuff like that. And the one tall person, I don't think this is a person you've ever seen before, or a type of person you've ever seen before, should I say. They have blue skin, kind of like corally green beard and long flowing corally green hair as well.
They sound really attractive and successful in battle.
Yeah, they're pretty good, and they've got a
Sound like size fit for a
weapon
character.
at their side as well, a three-pronged golden trident at their side, and they're kind of like, they're not the one looking through the glass, but they're kind of like directing people around, and like you can see them clearly. You can't hear it, but you can see them clearly like directing these little fish people around on the boat.
What do you see, Binks?
How far away are they?
300 feet.
Like if I shouted, "Do you need help?" Will they hear me?
If you shout it, there's some... Do you shout it? Because it's not something you'd know whether they hear you or not.
Okay, yeah.
You shout it.
Like, "Do you need help?"
And so you look again through the looking glass, and at that
I got something
point...
to shout to him. Hold on. What's your name?
Ezekiel!
Fuck you!
Fuck you, Ezekiel!
So as you shout, the fish people kind of like, the one at the looking glass is sort of like looking over and doing these weird flappy things, and then some other fish people kind of do some flappy things as well next to the fish that's doing the flappy thing, and they all look a little bit like confused. They speak to the tall person looks over and points towards your ship, and a few of these kind of fish people jump off and so they land in the water.
Guys, I don't think this is good.
What are you guys doing?
Waving at the
Would you
thing that
guys
she's seen.
like me to go and scout it out?
The fish people. We think the fish people are going to try and jump on our boat. It
She's just waving.
jumps in the water towards us.
What if we don't get the ship close and I can do a stealth mission?
I think it's too late.
Oh shit.
So, as you guys procrastinate, I guess, the tides in the water are moving, and you see these kind of like fish-like creatures moving towards the boat.
That's how she waves.
And the few of them kind of like pop up, and they're sort of like next to your boat, and they don't seem to be aggressive or anything right now. But then they're going to start making their way back towards that ship.
So they literally just come to our boat and then leave.
Had a look, yeah, and went back.
Okay. I don't think they mean any trouble. I think we should leave them alone.
What if there are people on that ship that they have broke the ship and they've got people on that ship and that's not their ship?
What if their ship is underwater?
That'd be cool.
Maybe it's a decoy and they actually have a really cool ship underwater.
You want me to go check?
That would be good, yeah.
Okay.
So as you having that conversation, the fish things have got back to the other ship. You can swim quite quickly.
Down, buddy.
And that person's having a conversation with them off the side of the deck. So what are you doing?
I would like to go off the other side of the ship where they can't see me, and I'm going to turn into a giant octopus.
Cool. You splash into the water.
And have a quick look around, see if anyone's underneath the boat.
Yeah. You won't need to roll anything for this one because there is a fucking huge fish under this water. No, that's not accurate actually. It's a whale. So it's huge. Probably about 200 feet long. At the front of the whale is like this. It's kind of got like a flattened snout, if you will, and like a flat head. Its whole head is kind of like triangular and wide at the front as it kind of gets slim towards the back, but it has a large. What's that back fin of a whale called? Not a dorsal fin, right? They don't have dorsal fins.
I thought they did have no, I don't think they do have dorsal fins.
Tail fin.
Yeah, let's call it a tail fin. I'm sure it is a tail fin. So yeah, a huge, really wide tail fin as it's kind of circling underneath that other boat.
How big is it?
Did I say about 200 feet? Long
shit.
Yeah.
I'm just, as I see it, my eyes are just going to go. I'm just going to squirt a bit of ink out.
Okay.
I'm going to come back up on the ship. I'm going to try. Oh no, I'm going to go. And all mate, my tentacles are just doing this. Trying to point towards under the ship over there.
Okay. So Tavis is trying to, I guess, communicate in sign language with you guys. Does anyone speak sign language?
It's not sign language, it's tentacle language.
How big is he?
How would we know if we speak tentacle?
How big am I?
Yeah.
I am.
Can we roll for tentacle?
Maybe an animal handling check, I think.
I want to roll for. Am I there? Am I rolling for tentacle?
Yeah, go for it.
Roll for tentacle is something different. Right?
I'm classed as a large beast.
No.
So about 12
hentai,
foot.
that.
What hentai?
What? Fuck off.
Well, I don't want to know.
Fuck off,
You don't know what
Kat. You of
hentai
all people know what
You know what
hentai is.
hentai is. You like Japan and stuff.
Is
you
that
know
when
what
people like go off on anime and shit?
No.
What is it then?
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
also majority of it is like tentacle porn. There you go.
And then
Trying to get too wet over
I rolled a
that
9.
sound. A 9. Okay, cool.
I don't speak.
You don't speak tentacle.
I've got an idea. I'm going to ink myself onto the deck.
You just melt your octopus tits.
Yeah. And I'm going to get a tentacle out. And I'm just going to try, and the best way is to try and draw a broken ship and then like a massive whale underneath.
Can
Roll.
I do an animal handling check?
You can, yes,
I think I should get advantage because me and Tavis are very close. So surely I would understand him best out of
You're probably right. Okay, so roll with advantage, and
Me and Jim.
and Tavis, I'd like you
Associates.
please to roll a performance
We're
check.
forest people.
With advantage because of.
To be fair, we
No,
have
if anything with disadvantage.
I keep forgetting that.
This is the world's greatest ink performance you've ever seen. And Binks understands it fucking perfectly.
Have you ever seen the film Arrival? Where there's actually squid monsters in that, squid aliens, and they speak in like squid ink. And the
Wow.
language like lets you
That's cool.
transcend
Yeah.
space and time.
It's like that, and Binks is like, obviously.
He means this.
Of course, there's a giant whale underneath the boat.
Cool. And as you say
Savage is
that,
just there like.
yeah. He hasn't got quite enough ink for the whale. He's like, give me 20 minutes, guys. So you find that out, and as you look back, and you can say like, look, there's a whale underneath that boat. That guy, the tall guy, let's call him, is jumping off the side of the boat. But he's not going head first into the water. He just jumps with his feet down, and as he lands, the whale comes up above the bow break.
What?
What's it called when a whale goes like that?
The surface of the water.
It breaches.
Okay.
It breaches. That's what I was looking for. And then he lands on its flattened, long head, and it starts to just
Towards our ship.
towards you guys.
I'm going to to the edge. Jump off.
Please don't choke on that strawberry.
I'm over here.
I
Okay,
am first
you
aid,
jumping
but
off?
not that good.
I'm first aid trained. I'm also paediatric first aid trained, which is perfect for Sai as a child.
Man child. So you smoosh into the water.
I'm going to go head on head with this whale.
Oh, really?
I'll take that.
I'm going to aim
Waited.
for his right eye. And I'm just going to try and suck up myself onto the right eye.
Whoa.
Back pull.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Roll to hit.
What's the vibe of this whale? Like,
Yeah,
does
like,
he look
what
like he wants to
Why are
attack?
you attacking it?
No, he's just
Fucking
moving.
full steam at the boat.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
just wanted to
moving.
be friends.
So is he like angry?
Yeah, has he got a cheeky
Am I
little glint in
scared?
his eye?
Am I like shit that the ship is in danger?
Roll a vibe check for me.
What's a vibe check? Can I just pick my highest
Go
one?
perception.
Investigation, did you say?
I think so. Well, yeah, actually, it's a specific
Okay.
thing, so why
Cool,
not?
thanks. It was a 12.
You're not immediately fearful, but it's quite a presence.
Okay.
Can I just chuck nuts and bolts out of his little pokeball, please, just as in case?
Of course
Do
you
I have
can,
nuts
yeah.
and bolts?
Does he speak?
I don't know. No,
Is he like R2D2? He's just like beep boop beep boop.
yeah, he just makes noise.
Does he go?
Okay.
I understand. Yeah,
Because that's my favourite thing
So-
about all of Star Wars.
but when it like
That is-
spins around like
And he goes,
That is a 19 to hit.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
oh, nuts and bolts, can't be surprised.
Fuck
Can't be
off.
Makes
fingered
one
by
of us.
surprise.
Can't be fingered by surprise.
What?
Like Penelope Feather and
Yeah. Don't surprise
11
anything.
points of damage.
Okay, cool. So,
And because I said I was going to suck her onto it,
yeah.
does that happen, or does he have to do the extra bit on this?
This creature is so fucking large, there's no way it could be
there's no
grappled.
way to be grappled.
Yeah, there's no way. So you kind of like flail a little bit at its eye, and it's sort of like, and it closes its eye as you do it, but you've clearly like hurt it a
I
little
was
bit.
trying to like steer it away from the ship.
By its eye.
It's
Yeah, so you
Nice
go like
start,
that.
yeah.
It doesn't necessarily veer away. However, the person that's on top sees you down there. Essentially, its head is like a cliff, right? It's like a flat on the sides, and he sees you
Is it
down
a
there.
sperm whale? Is that what you're trying to describe?
Kind of,
Okay.
but it's a bit more difficult because like its head looks like a cliff edge. Like its head,
Like just square.
Like-
yeah, it's
sperm
like well, yeah, but I mean like literally like it has a right angle.
Sperm whales have a right angle.
What?
No, like a full on.
Sperm whales are like a square, aren't they?
I don't
Another
know.
animal
I
person.
thought,
Let me look.
yeah. But anyway, it's like I've got a right angle in front of its head and around. It kind of looks like a rocky outcrop.
So it's just like a
of head.
ramming
No,
whale.
look, spermos have like square heads.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's
like
not
that.
like as dramatic as a cliff edge, but they're pretty fucking square.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Kind of like that.
Yeah, they look ridiculous.
They're the ones that sleep like this as well.
On the back.
Like upright.
Whoa.
So the person that's on top pulls their trident back and throws it
That's
down
cute.
towards you.
Oh shit!
And with a nat 20, I imagine he hits.
No,
Oh dear.
hold on. Because I've took the whale now. Can I turn into a whale?
Not this one. The CR's way too high.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
I just thought a whale.
Yeah, it ain't a regular whale.
The biggest of the toothed whales.
Oh.
I didn't know it was a toothed whale, actually.
I didn't know it was toothed.
I thought it was a baleen whale.
For the record, this one is a baleen.
Okay.
So it's got a really wide, like a filter feeder, one that has those like
So
30
it
teeth.
has teeth or
Krill
whether it
boys.
has...
Krill
Find the
boys.
Nemo.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10, 11 plus 5, 16, doubled. 32
Spend more
points
than
of
like
piercing
70.
damage.
Shit.
So it hits you,
Calamari's
And-
the menu, boy.
it hits you,
He's not
and
a
then
fish,
the
he's a whale.
trident
He's a
just
fish.
He's a
moves,
Why?
changes into water.
Octosquid.
Oh, so I can't grab it. Damn it.
Changes into water, just disappears. As you see him kind of pull his arm back, and it forms again in his hand from water.
Whoa.
I'm just getting a little bit of ink.
hoot.
At this point, the whale's close enough to the boat, and you hear this person on top speak out, specifically to you, Binks, as you're wearing the captain's hat. And he says, "Captain, please call back your calamari."
It sounds fit, doesn't it?
It does sound pretty, yeah. It's because he's a trident.
Yeah.
Octopus Travis, can you come back here, please?
I'm gonna off the side of the whale and to the ship.
Okay, cool.
How fast can the whale swim?
150 feet per round.
Jesus Christ!
It's quite
It's a
big.
200-foot whale.
I'm gonna stick onto the side of the whale.
So it's kind of just chilling now on the, next to your boat,
I'm
basically.
gonna come up on the boat.
He's stood on top of its head, and he says again now to you, Binks, "What are you doing in these waters?
We're on our way to Hynabilis. Why?
Any cargo on board?
No.
How do I know you're not pirates?"
I don't look like a pirate.
Ah, please. Who looks like a pirate?
As she
these
says it,
days?
I'm just gonna just take a captain's hat off.
Not a pirate.
Well, you
What's it to you anyway?
certainly didn't look like those pirates over there. Have you seen any animated corpses knocking around in these waters?
What are you talking about, animated corpses?
Use the words. A corpse that's animated.
No.
What can they swim?
Oh, they don't need to hold their breath, if that's what you mean.
I don't
No.
think I've ever seen a corpse swim, have you?
No. They usually float.
Well, that ship over there, that had quite a sizable booty on it.
Now I'm interested.
Yes. Well, I'll be returning it to its rightful owners, as I'm one of the sea cops, you could call me, I guess.
I'm just gonna go.
A sea cop?
What are we tentacles?
Yeah, some people call us sea elves. But I guess I gave myself the title of sea cop.
You called the plod.
No one needs to call us. As you can see, we're
It's so sad because
Quite
you were
good.
so hot before
Yeah,
you
you
said
were.
you were a cop.
You literally were.
But ACAB and all that.
well. I'm just saying that if you see any pirates, you just call my name,
And what is your name?
Phineas.
Phineas?
You can call me Finn.
Oh, okay.
Me and one of my assistants, we're always near when there's water.
Who's your assistant?
And as you say that, one of the fishy people stands out from behind him and says, I know, the sea is a cruel mistress.
Do I understand what they say?
That's phenomenal. As an octopus, do you speak primordial?
It got languages. ...
Right. Okay. So no is the thing.
But do you keep in your primordial pouch?
And again,
He's got a primordial pouch and it's massive.
I love a primordial
When he
pouch.
walks, it goes.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh,
It got too big.
and this fish is again going, and he says, yes, I know. I'll ask.
No, I don't speak any words.
What are your intentions when you get to Hynebillis?
We're seeking a healer.
Oh god, this sounds like an incredibly boring quest.
So boring, right? But our friend got turned into gold.
Shit, I
and
just speak
like
primordial.
us, so
You can.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I am an octopus, so I keep my intelligence. I can literally speak primordial.
Oh,
as an
fuck.
outlander.
Okay, yeah, but do you speek it back? Can you speak in that form?
No, I can't speak
Yeah.
it, but I can hear what
But
they
you
say.
can hear what they're
you
saying.
can understand,
Right.
yeah.
Okay, fair dues. Okay, fair dues. Well, yeah, the first time he just said, like, these people don't look like sea folk. And then the second time he said, why are they here?
I don't look like sea folk.
These people. You guys,
You're an
yeah.
octopus.
Yeah. Well, guess I'll just wish you the best luck in your journey. And, like I say, if there's booty about, or corpses, you call my name.
Do you know much about dragons?
I've heard they exist.
So no.
Well, I don't see many underwater.
Oh.
If anything, it's a real advantage. So, anyway, I wonder if they're going to commit crimes under the waves one day.
Probably not.
But I'll be there.
Okay.
Stay safe. Stay wet.
Oh, well, okay.
Oh, bye.
Goodbye! And he sort of turns on the whale and kind of goes back to that ship
That
over there.
voice proper reminds me of a character, but I can't remember what it is.
It reminds me of Troy
Archer.
McClure. I'm Troy McClure.
Wasn't based on either of
Why
those.
do I feel like these characters enter our lives and we just decide we hate them and ignore them and then we miss them?
Because he was a
I can't talk to them, so I'm an octopus.
PR virgin popo.
Yeah, I know, but that
He was a
for
virgin.
a reason. My curiosity's itching.
So was the dragon. Dragon was a virgin as well.
Yeah.
I want to go that bit.
No, we're leaving. I'm captain of this ship.
Do what you want.
As they leave, I'm just gonna.
Put that back on. Yeah.
Thanks.
That's fine. Anything else that you guys are doing, you can continue on if you'd like.
While we continue on, can I teach Nuts and Bolts how to play fetch?
You can, yes. How would you do this?
I don't know.
Let's just go for an animal handling check. Let's see how you do.
I mean, it's not an animal, but yeah.
Do you want a
I think
bit?
I did okay though.
Oh yes, please, sir.
Could I have
Too
a
good of me.
Guinness, please, mate?
It's cool.
Fucking Guinness. Fucking man.
Why is everything I roll minus one?
Yeah, I'll just do it for you, mate.
14.
do you want to take him over?
So
If you don't mind,
you throw a few little things
The
for
whole bottle wouldn't fit in, so just leave it on the side.
Oh, yeah. You throw a few things for Nuts and Bolts, and it kind of like it gets a few of them, and then sometimes you get him a little bit mixed up, and you're throwing like small explosives for him, and so he goes to get it, and like explodes, and he goes like beep beep beep.
He can repair himself, so.
But it makes him a little bit scared of playing fetch
Oh,
for now,
no.
so it's not that successful.
That's okay.
I'm going to take the opportunity of a wild shape and stay in octopus form for the next 3 hours.
Okay, cool.
Just
Yeah.
These glasses are really deceptive, Matt. Like, I feel like I've had half a glass of wine, but in my head, I'm pissed enough that I know I've not had half a glass.
you know, for ink wood, does it stay like inked?
Yeah.
Seep into the ink.
If it's not immediately like clean, then yeah, you can. You can
It's
Try
like
and
fence stain,
decorate
wouldn't
the
it?
ship.
yeah. How would you like to do that? Like, what do you want
So
to
I'm just
decorate
going to
like?
ink myself into a bucket.
Just getting vodka.
Do you want a paintbrush out of one of AB explodey on Kenobi's many pockets of things.
Can I hold it? Yeah, hold the bush in the tentacles we're gonna have.
Well,
bucket in one.
Just produced a
How many
paintbrush.
brushes have you got?
Roll for paintbrush.
7.
There you go.
Well, I need to stick onto the ship with 2 and a
5.
bucket with. I got 5 brushes.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna paint the ship with pictures of our adventures so far.
Oh.
Cute.
Binks, Betty, Jin, and Tavis.
Oh, that's cute.
Tavis is going to be holding an egg.
What about
A
Clarice?
seed.
Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah, Clarice is next. Oh yeah.
so let's say you've got one picture of each person in the time that you can do it.
Yeah, yeah.
So Tavis is holding an egg. Cheers, mate.
with Clarice next to him.
Cool. What's Jin doing? On the
Jin's
picture?
like he's striking a really like amazing pose.
Nice.
Like
flying through the air and shit.
Yeah.
Cool. What's Binks doing?
Binks is got her foot up on a box with a captain's hat on, and that's right at the front of the boat.
Nice. And what about Betty?
Betty is just like this. with her
Frozen.
tits like up.
Nice.
Yeah, that's that nice paint.
And then on the arse end of the ship, I'm gonna stick exploding boomer.
Just like a normal.
Just like this.
Yeah. A small rock next to Boomer.
But I'll draw the kobold more like a dragon.
Okay, nice. Nice, very complimentary of you.
Yeah. And then Boomer's going to be bent over, looking like he's looking for rocks underneath the ocean where the back end of the sea drops in.
That's cool. I'm going to say that he can like basically peer over the side and just kind of see himself, and he's like, "Oh, you really caught my good side there. Oh yeah."
But the way it looks like he's looking for rocks, it looks like Explodey's bumming him. And I don't realise I've done that.
Yeah. He's like, a bit suggestive, but that's fine, I guess. So you guys have a relatively uneventful time for the rest of your journey. I'll tell you what, actually, Tavis in octopus form.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check, please. Lil, what are you doing?
Go lie down.
Go away.
16.
16. Okay, cool. So you hear a small
Go lie down.
fishy voice.
What the fuck's a fishy voice?
Yeah, I mean, we
Like sucking on a clip. I knew it was wrong as soon as I said it.
No.
So it's just someone sucking on a clip on the boat, like, you know, making
Ian's
the
never
most.
done it. Doesn't take wells off.
That's why she doesn't know what it sounds like.
It's just so nice to
So there's a small, just like being in the gulag. So
I bet you can't wait for us to be at your wedding.
I can't. We can't wait.
you'd invite Lucy to be able to.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Fucking wooden Lucy.
Lucy's my fucking leash, by the way. You've allowed me to just free roam. I'd be like, oh, you're Captain Mum.
Pammy! Oh, legend.
Oh, she'll be
Pammy
excited to
Elves.
see you.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Does she dance?
Yeah.
Nice.
She's the person who will force you to go and dance with her.
I'll already be
She
there.
doesn't need to force us.
Yeah.
She'll love it.
Oh my god.
I'll be grinding on Pam before you know it. So.
Pammy's getting wet on
She's
the
getting
knee.
fucking parmesan cheesed.
She can use me as a stew.
Oh my god, she worked with you. You should have respect.
I have respect for her.
Why is she fit?
Yeah, you want to see a duck though?
Gary!
Good guzzer.
Get the gases out for
I'm
the...
gonna call your dad Gary.
He'll love
And
it.
see how long it takes for him to be like, you know, you're gonna say it once.
Yeah, it's just Gary.
He knows about the Gary Garys.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Tavis, as octopus, you hear a small fishy voice, and it says, "Oh no, I think I'm lost."
I hear the sea calling.
And as you're doing your last kind of finishing touches to Boomer getting bummed on the boat, you kind of turn your head round the side of the boat, and there's a little one of those fish creatures that was just out of that boat, and he's got kind of like caught on a little piece of like floating net that's like dangling off the side of the boat, and he's just kind of like moving through the water, hanging on this little bit of net.
I'm just gonna like scoot across as an octopus and just untangle him, and then grip him and just go.
He gives you a little cuddle,
and then just
throw him. Yeah. He goes to give you a kiss on the cheek with his fishy face, like, and he gets thrown like, and he goes like, thank you, into the water. A nice person. So we finish our journey on the sea.